Alright, so if you have been a subscriber of my channel for a minute, you'd know that I recently, or not recently, a few months back, posted a video talking about colorism, but as it had to do with dark-skinned black girls. Today I'd like to make a video about colorism, but as it has to do with light-skinned black girls. There's a new up-and-coming singer named Kehlani who recently released a music video with Chance the Rapper. The video popped up on my Tumblr dashboard today, and I reblogged the video because 1, I think Kehlani is an amazing singer, 2, her dance moves were impeccable, and 3, I just love the girl. Now, when I reblogged the video, another person reblogged it and was like, is she black? I'll show you guys a picture of Kehlani so you can understand why she asked that question.
Baby, you should be here, right here, baby. You should be.
Because Kehlani is interracial. She is black, white, Native American, Hispanic, and Filipino. At first glance, when you look at her, you'd probably think that she's mainly like Hispanic or Filipino. Like, if you just saw her walking down the street, you wouldn't think, oh yeah, she's got some black mix in there, because of her facial features. Now, though I already knew Kehlani was black, I know that on Tumblr, it's better to make sure that you have a fact check and a credible source to back up what you're saying before you just say it, because everybody likes to jump on you if you don't have a credible source proving what you said. So I made sure to link the girl to an interview that Kehlani had previously done talking about her ethnicity, because obviously this question has come up before. Once I reblogged my response, another person reblogged my response and was kind of frustrated at Kehlani's reply to the interviewer asking her whether or not she was black. Now, Kehlani answered, as I said earlier, as her being black, white, Native American, Hispanic, and Filipino, because she's interracial. And the person who reblogged my response was a little frustrated that she said that she was black and then threw in all these other ethnicities. But my thing is, if you're interracial, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, if somebody asks you, hey, what are you? Not the best question, by the way, but what else are you gonna ask? Should they not say what they're mixed with instead of just saying one thing, because then that kind of defeats the term interracial? When I asked the girl what her problem was with Kehlani listing her ethnicities, a lot of her argument was listing her ethnicities was problematic. Everybody wants to be black, but no one wants to be black. And basically, the fact that Kehlani was white passing made it kind of problematic for her to claim being black, because a black person had to ask whether or not she was black. My thing is, if a white passing black person can't claim being black because they don't look black to other people, then why do we have so many interracial kids claiming black and identifying with being black? That's like saying Sophia Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter, isn't black. But she's black. Why? Because Lionel Richie is her biological father. Does she identify with being black? I don't really think so, because she was raised by her white mother. If you look at Sophia Richie, she doesn't really look black. She looks white, like she looks like a white girl, because of her pale skin and her straight hair. But she's still black because her immediate family member, her father, is black. Now her brother, on the other hand, Miles, he looks like he's an interracial black child. It's the eyes, he kind of takes more after his dad. So I'm not really sure what he identifies with. But for Sophia, she definitely identifies as white, but that's her choice. Why is that her choice? Because it's her life. It's her reality. If you're saying that light-skinned, white-passing people who are black shouldn't be claiming black because it's confusing to other people, that would mean that Tamara Mori Housley's little son, Aiden, shouldn't ever claim being black, because he's got blonde hair, curly, loose curly blonde hair, blue eyes, and pale skin. Even the doctor told her that while she was pregnant, her son may have problems identifying with being black because he doesn't look like it. But does that erase his blackness? No. The child is still black. The only difference between he and I is our skin tone. But that doesn't erase his blackness. The same could be said for Tiger Woods' kids. If you looked at them, you'd probably think they were maybe Hawaiian. But you would never guess that their dad was black. Maybe Hispanic, but never black. But again, it does not erase their blackness. Who are you to say whether or not somebody is black just because they don't look like it to you? That's not fair. That's not your decision. If your immediate family member, which includes your mother, your father, your grandmother, and your grandfather, if any one of those are West Indian, African, African American, Dominican, Caribbean, Haitian, they're black. Period. It doesn't matter what their skin tone is. They're black. Look at singer Jhené Aiko and 2015 Miss Japan Ariana Miyamoto. Both of them have Japanese in them, but they're also African American. Jhené Aiko has Japanese, Dominican, African, Native American, and something else. I can't remember. But she's still black. But if you look at her face, you'd probably just disregard her as being Japanese. Because her facial features, her physical attributes don't scream black. Does that erase her family and her heritage and her ethnicity? No, it does not. If you look at Ariana Miyamoto, you think that maybe she's just black. But she also has Japanese in her. Should she not label herself as a Japanese African American just because of what she looks like? Should she just say she's a light-skinned black girl just to please other people because they can't see what's inside of her or like what actually makes her her? Who gave you the right to dictate how people identify themselves? If you're not an interracial person, you can't tell them what they can identify with and what they can't identify with. That has to do with how they grew up and what they feel most comfortable with. It's like in the black community, this subtle competitive nature of who's black enough. And it shouldn't be that way. We can't only come together when bad things are going on in the news and then quietly tearing each other down because we don't fit the agenda. You can't be too dark and you can't be too light. Like, that doesn't work. That doesn't happen. Black comes in all shades. There are black people who probably look like this couch right here. But does that make them not black because they're pale? Paler than me? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. We need to stop picking each other apart just because we don't fit what we think that they should fit. We're supposed to be one. We're supposed to all be family and united. We can't only be united when other people are coming for us. When we come for each other, we need to look at ourselves and be like, hey, this isn't okay. You're supposed to be my brother. You're supposed to be my sister. We're supposed to be working together, not trying to rip each other apart. That's not how we're going to get better as a community, as a race. It's saddening to me. I know dark-skinned girls go through stuff, but light-skinned black girls go through stuff too. Our struggles are different, but that doesn't mean that we don't struggle. We have to be aware of both sides. That's really all I wanted to say. I just felt a little something about it when I saw it because I see so much slander for the light-skinned black girl and black guy community, and I think it's really sad because I know how it feels to, be picked on for my skin tone. I can't imagine what it would feel like for someone to tell me I'm not black because I don't fit what black looks like. That's just insane to me.
I'm with this
Complexion,
two-step.
complexion don't mean a thing.
It's a Zulu vibe.
Ooh, complexion,
Two-step.
it all feels the same.
It's a Zulu vibe.
I can